unconsciously detects an association between Moses and Ark and quickly accepts the question. In a similar way, System 1 generates context without you knowing. Reading each of the following may seem fairly simple: A, B, C, and approached the bank, and 12, 13, 14. But your brain actually interpreted these ambiguous statements without you ever knowing. You could have read it as A, 13C, or 12, B, 14, but your brain created the context unconsciously. Also, you likely imagined a woman with money on her mind walking towards a building with tellers. But if the sentence before this was, they were floating gently down the river, the entire scene would have changed because bank is no longer associated with money. Without an explicit context, System 1 quickly generates one based on previous experience. In this case, you've likely visited more banks than rivers, and so the context is resolved accordingly. This ties into a concept called priming. For example, if I said wash, how would you complete this word fragment? Most would see soap, but had I just shown you the word eat, you'd be more likely to see soup. In this way, both eat and wash prime your thoughts. Though System 2 likes to think that it's in charge and knows what's going on, the truth is that priming effects have even been shown to affect and modify behavior. These arise in System 1, and you have no conscious access to them. If you'd like to learn more about the thinking systems in your brain, check out the book.
Okay, as you can see, when we use our brains and we use the information that we put into our brains, it is called priming. We're already priming our brain to function depending on what that type of information we put in our brains. Go back to the presentation. Now you know how your brain functions. So based on how the brain functions, then we have something else that comes from the brain, which is the mind. Now again, what do you think the mind is? What is the mind? Anybody? What do you think the mind is? What was that? Okay.
Just take a guess, people. What's the mind?
Yeah, there's no wrong answer. There's really no wrong answer. Yes? Your imagination, absolutely. How you use your brain. Correct. Yes? Anybody else? Yes? Your thoughts. Exactly. Your imagination, your thoughts, how you think, that's your mind. It's the process of the brain, is the process in which the brain analyzes information and how you react. That's what makes us, all of us, individuals. Our minds makes us who we are. Even though we have the same brain functionality, we all have the same brain functionality, yet we think, we see and think and feel differently to the same situation. That's our mind. So I'm going to show you a video about how the mind works, okay? So imagine that this is you. You are the bird in this other video that I'm going to show you, okay? And this is how you react to things. So watch this. Did you like that video?
Yes.
Okay, what did you like about that video? What is it? What caught your attention? I want to hear some opinions. Yes. Can you speak up a little bit?
The bird kept coming back.
She kept coming back.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly right. You know what that's called? That's called resilience. That's called resilience. That's exactly right. Anybody else? Any other observation? I want to hear a comment. There's no wrong. I just want to hear. Yes. What did you observe?
It was funny.
I'm sorry?
It was funny.
It was funny. Yes, indeed. It was funny. But imagine, this is you, right? You're young. You're going to be confronted with a lot of problems in your life. Problems are part of us. Part of you being teenagers, part of adults. It's part of our daily lives. But it depends on how you handle the problems that will make you a successful person tomorrow. It is all on how you perceive the problem. Now, did you notice something that the bird did? What did she do? She knew she was coming back and something bad was going to happen. So what happened? Yes. She got protection. That's exactly right. Now, if you think about this, you know you're going to have problems in the future. You know you need to work. The future is coming. Whether you want it or not, whether you think that it's coming or not, it's coming. So what do you think we need to do to be successful in the future? What do we need to do? Any comments? Yes. Prepare. Excellent question. Excellent answer. That is exactly right. Prepare. We need to get prepared. We need to be ready. That's exactly right. Anybody else? Any other observation? Yes.
Never give up.
Never give up. I love that. I love that answer. Yes, indeed. You don't need to give up. So what we need to do is get prepared, don't give up, and get ready for the future. That's exactly right. And you know what it is? It's all of that. It's in your mind. It's up here. It's all about what you think and how you think. It's all how your brain processes information. So based on that alone, based on that, you have a powerful, powerful machine. And that's your brain. It's more powerful than any computer. So let's analyze this for a little bit. I just want to, again, the reason why I feel that this is so important, you need to know that you have, each of you, has something here that is extremely important and is extremely powerful. And we need to take care of it. Let's not waste it. We need to use it for our advantage, to be ready for the future. We need to be ready and protect ourselves for what's coming. That's exactly right. Oh, you guys are awesome. Excellent responses. Okay? So again, look at the brain. Now let's look at the brain and compare it to computers. Okay? Let's see what's the actual definition of the brain on the computers. Okay. So the brain is an organ that we have. Okay? It's the most important organ in our skeletal system. Okay? It processes and analyzes information, just like a computer. Okay? The brain is one of the largest and most complex organs in the human body. We need to understand that we have something powerful within ourselves. And we need to value that brain. We need to value it. It's important for us to understand that, especially young people. Okay? So now, the power of the mind. Again, once our brain is fully functional and is capable of analyzing information, we're able to use our minds and ourselves so that we can be successful in the future and be ready for our future. Okay? Go ahead. Now I'm going to compare it. Next. Now the mind, again, is the element of a person that enables them to be aware of the world. The mind makes you who you are, who we are. It's our internal thought process. It's our attitudes, our motivation or lack of motivation. It's what makes us who we are individually. Okay? Now, let's compare our brains to a computer, to a regular computer. Okay? The brain works like a big computer. It processes information that it receives. So, if you put a lot of good information in your brain, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think? Give me some ideas. What do you think? Some comments. Yes. You're going to have good results, good action. That's exactly right. Okay? If you put good information in there. What if you only put games and not so useful information in your brain? What do you think is going to happen? Yes. I'm sorry? That's all you're going to think about. Games. So we need to be aware of what you're putting in your own brain. Again, think. We already reviewed the fact that you have such an important and powerful brain that is capable of doing so many things. So if you have something powerful that you can use for your future to be ready, you also need to understand that you should be able to put good information in your brain. Okay? Just like a computer. Okay? The brain can do way much more than any machine can in the world. Okay? It analyzes information and it copies information. It deletes information just like a computer. So what is a computer? A computer is a device that can be used to carry out sequence of information, right? Again, just like a brain. But the brain is way more powerful. Your brains, your individual brains, the one that you have in your head, is way more powerful than any computer in the world. The only difference between your brain and a powerful computer is the information that it contains. I mean, let's think about this for a second. The information that your brain contains makes the difference between a powerful computer and a powerful mind.